Good morning. Jeffrey Friedman, Senior Commodity Broker with RJO Futures, with morning comments on stock index futures. I always give you the word of the day. Wanted to explain, it could be a phrase of the day. It could be a thought of the day. The thought of the day, word of the day is going to be good news is good and bad news is good when coming to the stock index futures. We seem to be grinding higher. We're losing momentum. Volume is weak in all three stock indexes and probably for much of all the markets. We're in the middle of summer, but nevertheless, that would say we're kind of maybe losing momentum to go higher. But we are making higher highs, higher lows, and higher closes. So we are trending up in general on a basic concept on technical analysis. Looking at some of the economic news today, I thought it was probably a little on the negative side, and still here we are, slightly positive. We're not breaking hard, overbought, and we go right down. So good news, we go up. Bad news, we still go up on the thought of if we have bad enough news, we'll have QE3 and we'll get bailed out. And if we have real good news economically, globally, or in the United States, we won't need QE3, but we have good news, expanding economy. But let's take a look at what we did get. We got initial claims. They were kind of like in line. No big swing there. We had housing starts, which was a positive. So the builders are projecting to break ground. But the permits on tomorrow's breaking ground was a little disappointing. So with that in mind, if you put that in the blender, it would be slightly negative, but it didn't break the stock index futures. Looking at Philadelphia Fed, we got a negative 7.1. I know it was a lot better than last month, but it was still worse than expectations for this particular report. So again, that was a little disappointing. Should have shaken up the market a little bit. But we're kind of in a very tight range in a lot of markets. We're undecided on which way to go. So your second thought of the day for the rest of the week would be undecided. You're looking for a breakout. Are we going to have a reversal coming soon in the stock indexes, or profit taking, if you will, or not? Have said all that, I wanted to leave you with one good thought. A couple of months ago, we were talking about sell in May and go away. That's a very famous phrase in the stock index futures or stock market. And yes, we were around 1,400 in the cash market or in the future markets of the S&P and in the beginning of May. And we went all the way down and lost 100 to 125 points. And that was a great phrase. That worked like a charm, and everybody was bragging about how wonderful that phrase worked. Sell in May and go away. But if you're still on vacation and you didn't buy on the lows, the kids did not go back to school, so when you're coming back from your vacation, you're buying right back at 1,400, like if you never got out, sold in May and went away. Now, you should give me a call and we can talk about any market you want, long-term or short-term. You should be calling me with the telephone number on the bottom of the screen. And you should remember always that trading futures or option to futures involves risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Good luck and good trading, but please call.